Hi, welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika, and here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. Um, Today, I want to talk about desire and wanting. And I think this ties in great at this time of year. Actually, any time of year when you think about it, because when you're practicing any sort of magical working, the whole point is you want to, bring your desired outcome, your whatever you're wanting. You want to manifest it into your reality, or make it true, make it so. Um, I do believe there is a problem that some of us may have with getting caught up in the wanting and desiring part. And this is why maybe your spells and your charms and your working, magical workings are not coming into your reality, are not working, or don't appear to work. Um, I think some of us fall in love with the concept of desire, the thing we're desiring, to the point that we like the desire part more. It's kind of like, the saying, sometimes it's about the journey and not the destination. So the journey to getting the thing you want, the thing you're manifesting, it can be that journey of knowing it's coming and getting excited. I think some people get a little addicted to that part more so than when you get the thing. Christmas, prime example. That's what I was thinking when I said this time of year. Christmas, you want the presents, you're excited, you can't wait to open it. You see them under the tree, you can't wait. And once you open all the presents, the excitement's gone. Yeah, you have the things, but it was fun not knowing what you were opening, that excitement. Um, and it kind of, once you have the stuff, you played with the toys for a little bit, you get a little bored. Because you got the thing you wanted, and okay, so now it's over. The thing I was really, really wanting, I got for Christmas, and it's that excitement is now over. So, um, there's sort of nothing else to look forward to now. You got what you wanted, but that anticipation, the build up, did they get it? Oh my God, is that the thing in a box? And that excitement um, is the fun part. Planning for a trip, same thing. The planning sometimes, getting everything together, shopping for outfits that you're gonna wear, how you're gonna do your hair, um, the plans. Oh, we're gonna eat here. We're gonna do this. Oh, I can't wait to try that. The excitement. Then once you get there and you living out the plans, you going through the motions, it might not seem as fun as the planning was. So that's sort of what I'm talking about. That feeling, that lead up. When you're doing spell work, or like I said, we'll just say spell work. When you're doing spell work, the everything that goes into it and the excitement of actually doing witchcraft and um, or ritual, whatever it is you're doing, and we can maybe get a little so excited about that process and all the cool witchy tools that we have and the supplies and especially if you ordered something or you grew something and or you made a potion or something like that and all the work that goes into it. That part can be fun. I know it is. If you're a crafty type of person or you enjoy cooking or we'll just say crafty, witchcraft could be super fun because you get to do all these use all these different mediums to create this thing. It's craft. It's your work. Um, you can almost get really into the craft piece to the point that you kind of lose. I don't want to say lose sight, but stay in that wanting, that desiring, the journey, and you don't really release that spell. You're holding it because you like it. You like the process. So you're holding it and you're wondering why it hasn't worked. That might be why you didn't release it, properly release that spell, which goes into releasing so that things can come to you that you're asking to come to you. So, how do we release? It's an emotional thing. There's the stuff you do to release, whether it's the lighting the candle and saying the words to say, as the candle burns, the desire goes into the ethers, or whatever it is, or as I drink the potion or consume the potion, um, so it is done, something along those lines. Those are the words, but you need to have the emotion behind the words. So you need to be able to really release it and not just hold on to You want to keep the excitement and the expectation it's coming. That's okay. But the best way I could explain um, is back to the Christmas analysis, the opening the gift. Uh, what are you going to do with your gift? How do you see the thing that you really want? What do you see yourself doing with it? How do you plan on using it? Picture in your mind's eye, play out whole visions of, come January, what are you doing with it? Let's say the thing is perfume. Keep it simple. You want a perfume. Excuse me. And you got the perfume. Well, I'm going to wear that to my New Year's Eve party. Ooh, Valentine's Day. Oh, I can't wait to wear it. It's such a sexy set. I'm going to wear that. I can see myself walking in and people saying to me, oh, you smell nice, stuff like that, Um, oh, that's a beautiful scent to wear for the rest of the winter. Oh, it makes me think of this. It makes me think of that. So it's seasonal. So you're thinking not just acquiring the thing. You're thinking bigger than that, beyond that. And you're including it in opportunity. So that takes you someplace more than just having it and winning the prize, so to speak. Opening a gift and having a letdown once you realize you got it. Now what? Having that sort of attitude. So to make it something a little more tangible, a little more bigger, especially if it's witchcraft. So let's say the thing is a promotion. A promotion. You want a promotion at work. You already see someone in the role, or they were in that role. They're moving, or whatever the situation is. You're familiar enough with the role that you want, the promotion, that new position. Obviously, you're going to want to see yourself in that position. You want to think about that. Now, how would I handle that? What would I do? How would I make this better? Or what would I scale back on? Plan all that out. Think it through like a movie in your head. What does life look like when you have that position? Do you get it? Is enough money where you can buy better clothes and look a certain way? Whatever it is, or is it enough power where you feel like you can really make a difference in your job? What you see my point? It's more than just I got it, and now that I got it, I wish I don't have it, because I've seen that. It's like it's not what I thought it would be. Think what you want it to be, because you're putting those thoughts into the ethers as well, as opposed to just wanting and liking the idea of wanting and desiring and just sort of staying in that process. Release it, and that's how you release it, by going beyond just the desire, but actually living with the outcome, seeing the outcome and how you would live with it. Also, yeah, and I just wanted to touch back on the reason spells are not working. Proper releasing is important when we're speaking law of attraction, when you're speaking of doing any kind of magical working. What the mind's eye, how we view, how we think really does matter. That's where the real work is done. Everything else is just to stay focused, all the tools that we use. You're going to want to make sure the next spell that you do, if you're having some issues with spells actually being successful, or for you to really conclusively say they're successful, because we've all done spell work where it appears things went in our direction, but if you think about it too hard, you can kind of see, well, was it going to do that anyway, and I was just being impatient, or I just wanted to make sure, so I did the spell just to double check, but maybe it was going to do that anyway. Maybe I was going to get the promotion. Maybe I was going to get asked out on Friday. Whatever it is. If we want to be really sure, obviously keep a book of shadows, keep a journal, a grimoire, something like that, where you're writing dates down and what you did. Let's start there. Make a point of scripting. Again, I'm going to push writing because I think it's powerful. Make a point, if you don't want to script, maybe record your voice, but you got to go back and listen to yourself talking. Where you're doing scripting, the I am statements, that sort of stuff, of how you want this outcome, how you see yourself, as if you're already living with the thing that you're doing the spell work for. Once you do that enough, and I would say you're going to want to do more than one spell, so get really magical, get your witchy on, and start measuring, and do measurable things that are a little bit more smaller. You want to have free lunch next week. It's not about whether or not you can buy yourself lunch. You want someone to get you free lunch. You want to see how that goes. Now, don't be surprised if free lunch is a coupon to come back for the next time and lunch on us, when you go to a restaurant. Be open for this. Be open for that, as opposed to thinking it's going to be someone just buying you lunch. So be open to any interpretations when you send that out into the universe. But do spells like that, and then maybe something a little bit bigger. Whatever the thing is you want, even if it's, to be less fearful. Maybe it doesn't have to be a thing. It could be just a tangible thing. Maybe it's a desire more for yourself to be less fearful, take more leaps, take more chances in life. Because you feel that maybe you've been stuck, so you kind of need a boost. You need to push yourself. Be prepared for what comes with that. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but when you do stuff like that, that can translate to mean so many different things to get your butt in gear. It might be, losing a job because you really were supposed to start a business or work for another company. So you might go through some stuff with that one, but do the smaller to the larger, do stuff in between. Write it down. And pay attention to, what's happening and how these things manifest. With each one, whether it's the smallest spell to the bigger spell, you're taking the time to hopefully visually see yourself with the outcome and living with the outcome. So we're not worried about how we get there, the outcome itself, or your version of what you would want the desired outcome, and how that looks. And write about it and think about it. We're not thinking about we're not thinking about when. We're already in alignment with the concept that we have it. It's done, and that's the vision of you already in there. You've jumped ahead, you're there. We don't worry about the in-between part because we already did the magic part, the spell work to make that happen. So now let's live in as if it's already happened. And like I said, from the smallest things to the free lunch, enjoying your lunch. Don't worry about what it is for lunch. We don't have to get that granular. But it's more about enjoying the lunch and how you're going to feel, the sense of gratitude that you feel that, wow, this is so sweet that I was given this lunch. And, all that sort of stuff. And maybe you see yourself taking a picture of it and posting it on Instagram. Oh, my God, I'm so blessed. I got this free lunch, that sort of stuff. See that playing out. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. That's all this. I do this. This is what I do. This is how I think. When I approach magical workings, when I approach manifesting, all of that sort of stuff, this is how I think. I found that works better for me than getting caught up in the wanting. Oh, I can't wait for this to happen. I can't wait for this spell to work. I don't go with that. I can't wait for it to work. It's nothing horrible. It's not the worst thing to say or to think, but I think it's more productive and more beneficial, energy-wise, to jump from the wanting to seeing it or writing about it and seeing it that way. So sometimes the journey is cool and it might be the destination. But I think for some of us, we just really want to get to the destination. I don't want to get caught up in the journey. My eyes is on a prize. I want to get to the destination because I have plans when I get there. I know what I want to do. I know where I want to set up shop. I want to meet people there. Like, I'm thinking ahead. The journey, that's great. I could take that in stride, but I want the destination. That's where I'm focused on. That's what I'm thinking about. So hopefully I've inspired you if you don't think like that and you've been having some unsuccessful spells or spells where you can't conclusively say the magic worked because you don't know if it was just circumstance or if it was your spell. Try this. And when you are finally at the desired outcome, when you've realized the thing that you were thinking back when is happening in your current reality, you're really doing the thing, or enjoying the item, or in the headspace you want it to be in. Have gratitude, definitely. Be very gracious to, any deities that you petition, the universe, spirit, everything. Have gratitude for sure. But also, this is great. This is also a good time if you have something else you want to do spell work for, because you're already in that vibration of recognizing what's happened, being gracious about it. That's a great time to write another spell or perform some other working, because you're vibing so high. Again, something I do. When it works, it works. I'm like, bam, let me come right back in with something else, because I'm on a winning streak. I'm vibing high. I've cracked the code, so to speak, of how this magical thing works. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is Mika here at Leap Taken. If you've enjoyed the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And thanks again.